and what you can do to keep your credit good and increase your credit scores. Just a plethora of information. Dan, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
So when we're talking credit scores, I mean, and we talked a little bit last week about how you get different credit scores from different services and stuff like that. What are some of the myths, the 17 myths you're right about, the myths about credit? Let's delve into a few of those and talk to us a little bit about what some of those myths are.
Perfect. Actually, I'm going to give you a quick stat here first. This one will get you real excited.
All right.
The Consumer Federation of America, and I don't know who those people are, but this is a good stat, found that consumers could save $28 billion, and that's with a B, a year in lower credit card finance charges if they improve their score by just 30 points.
$28 billion.
$28 billion a year for 30 points. So the point that we all need to understand is being good enough to qualify doesn't do the trick when it comes to your FICO score.
And it also points out the fact that you don't have to have a huge change in your credit score to make a big difference.
Yeah, that's the exciting part. 30 points, we can trip over something and we can find you 30 points in 10 or 15 minutes. It's just a matter of knowing the important factors of your score and then being able, it's all about the education. If we get educated about it, we know what things affect our score, what to do and what not to do. 30 points is a piece of cake, and then all of a sudden we just save $28 billion a year as an American consumers, together.
That's an amazing statistic. And in only 10 or 15 minutes with Dan, you can get your credit increased up to 30 points or more.
Or go buy a book.
So here we go. We'll jump into one of the myths and then the myth that could help you get those 30 points you're looking for. Okay?
Yep, right. Ready.
So one of the myths I hear all the time, and tell me if you heard this, people tell you if you have a credit card, especially when you're trying to build credit, to go out and max it out 1 month and then pay it off, and the next month max it out, pay it off, and continue this cycle because it looks good on your FICO score and you get extra points because you have the ability to max it out and then pay it off.
Yeah, okay.
But it's actually not true, correct?
Actually, it's not true at all, and here's an analogy for you. Let's say we all jump in Dave's truck and we drive to his house, open his garage door. Robert jumps out and takes a picture of the inside of the garage. Close the garage, somebody goes in there, moves stuff around, adds something, takes it away, whatever we want to do. Come back, take another picture. It's exactly like the FICO score. The FICO score doesn't see what happens in between. It just sees what the scores are and evaluates what's on the report at the time the score is pulled. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we have one report. It doesn't see what we do the months in between with our balances. It just sees what the balance is on our credit card at the time the next report is pulled.
Got it.
So what you're doing, not only is that wasting a lot of time, and most people are buying things they don't need to try to improve their credit score, aside from those two things, you're not helping your score. And then the biggest problem is when you can hurt your score is if you don't know when your credit card reports to the credit bureau. Now all of a sudden you have a maxed out credit card, which is negative to the score, which then you just counteracted everything you're trying to do.
Timing is everything. It's critical.
It's all about balance to limit, and then it's all about timing. Those are the two important factors when it comes to your credit card debt.
So credit card debt, don't run the bill up and just pay it off every month. You're not impressing anybody, or you're helping your score. Exactly.
That's a little trick I'll tell you. Balance to limit to be the best you can be. So have a $1,000 limit. Keep your balance at 10% or less.
There you go.
Simple as that. And then it just really comes out. It doesn't matter when you pay it, as long as you don't have a 30-day late payment, because you're always in the best category. You don't have to play all these games if you just do it right from the get-go.
So good rule of thumb, managing your credit cards, 10% loan to balance. Is that right?
Yeah. 10%
Okay.
limit to balance, yeah.
Got it.
Limit to balance. It's best. Now, I know that's a stretch for some people, and don't get demoralized if you say, hey, there's no way I can get to 10%. That's fine. We all need goals. So continue to work down. If you're at 100% now, well, your goal should be to get to 90%. If you're at 90, your goal is to get to 80, et cetera, et cetera.
Just take the proper steps to get yourself down to the 10%.
Exactly.
Working little by little.
Just one of the
many myths
now
revealed.
Your book is available where?
ExpertCreditRepair.net. So go to expertcreditrepair.net, and as always, that book will be selling for $59.95 on there. Use the promo code RadioDave, and I'm going to change it up this week. We're going to do the first 25 people that hear this, use that promo code. That book will be yours for free.
First 25.
First 25. Keeping you on your toes this week.
Radio Dave.
Radio Dave's the promo code. Go to expertcreditrepair.net, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Dan, give everybody your contact information, how they can reach you. I mean, because we know that people are going to be listening right now. And, we talked about this earlier, too, Dan, that people don't talk about their credit score. If I don't tell somebody I got a problem with my credit, then I won't have a problem.
Yeah, a lot of people just take the hide your head in the sand mentality and hope it goes away, but unfortunately it's not.
It doesn't.
So
great way to get a hold of me. Phone number is Beth. That's 970-302-5185. We'll make it easy for you, and we'll do a lot of stuff. We can do stuff through internet, through phone, whatever we need to do to accommodate you and help you out. We'll be happy to do that for you.
Awesome. Hey, Dan, thank you very much. We'll hopefully talk to you again next week.
Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Dan Beck.
What a great guy. I mean, what a bunch of knowledge, too. And, I mean, really, this is a whole new world now of managing your credit, managing your scores, managing all these things.
It's critical
It
today
is critical.
to have the best score you can have. You heard what 30 points can do. $28 billion.
And we talk